Welcome to Retrospection. This is our TikTok episode where we discuss a single topic and we just see how far it goes. So, David, tell us, what is our topic today?
A little game called Super Smash Bros. Ultimate!
Okay, but I forgot one thing. Who is this?
Hi. I'm Tyler. So, to kind of preface, I don't know David's background with Smash, but mine and McKay's are about the same. We pretty much started with Melee, and we played it in our childhood, and then when Brawl came out and we got a Wii, we switched to that, and me and him have pretty much been playing Brawl with our brothers since then.
We're like party Smash people. We get together and we want to have a lot of fun. Not saying that competitive isn't fun. We're just casual. That's pretty much our story.
Yeah.
Pretty much same for me until recent years. I played a ton of Brawl at my friend's house, but we did play... I mean, sure, we would play with items sometimes, but a lot of times we played without it just because we were like trying to get better and like see who was better. But I did find competitive Smash several years ago, but I always thought it looked too hard until like 2016. I started playing competitive Melee. So yeah, a lot more familiar with competitive Smash now. So I mean, it's not like I don't want to play Ultimate competitively, try all of the stages, all of the characters, whatever, all of the modes. Even one-player modes. I hope there's a story mode. That's awesome. Sure, I'm down to make it a great competitive game, but great casual game. But I think it's looking like a pretty good competitive game too.
Yeah.
So you competed in Melee. Is Brawl and the newest one, the Wii U one, not great for competitive?
I don't think they're as good. We'd have to get into like specific mechanics and like reasons why. Brawl is just like way too slow and all the characters are too floaty. And the Smash 4 is like kind of... It's like there's this gap that Brawl made, and then Smash 4 like closed the gap this much, and then Ultimate closed it like this much more. And I'm not saying we need like Melee 2. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly like Melee. Like, I think Ultimate looks good, but for me, Melee just like is the best competitive.
So, just to get a little bit of a preface on info, were you able to watch the Smash Direct that happened a while back?
I sort of watched/listened to most of it.
Okay,
well, I listened to all of it, but I couldn't hear some of it at
there were some parts that were just like music. If you're listening to it, I listened to it too, and then I watched it later. So, just to go over a couple of little exciting facts. This is really dated news. I'm not going to go into it too much, but some things that I thought were really cool. Their character reveals were awesome. They started out with Castlevania's Simon Belmont and Richter Belmont, which a lot of people think that should have happened a lot earlier, I think, because they were a pretty prominent Nintendo title early on, right?
Yeah, Castlevania is one of those, like... They brought back Ice Climbers and Pit from Kid Icarus, and like even Rob and like Game & Watch, and it's like, where's Simon Belmont? Like Castlevania, come on.
Yeah, so this one makes a lot of sense, and there's just a lot of really cool little details that they showed in this Direct, like all the music from Castlevania, not all of it, but like all the music they included. There's 34 songs that they took from the Castlevania soundtrack, and I was never really a Castlevania player, but our brother-in-law, our oldest brother-in-law, he showed me a lot of music from Castlevania. He was a big fan, and so I kind of have a dated memory with the music and stuff, so that was pretty exciting.
One thing I will say is there were a lot of people that just sort of jumped on board this train. They heard like, oh, Simon Belmont should be the next person in Smash. And you could tell that they really didn't know who he was. They just heard about him because lots of people were talking about him. Because then when they revealed Richter, everyone's like, who's Richter? What the heck?
Yeah. The Smash. When they're announcing stuff, there's a lot of room for bandwagoning.
Yeah.
So, like me and Isabel, I'm on that train now. Anyways.
Well, for us, playing Smash with our brothers and our brother-in-laws, we played the Wii U Smash a handful of times. And
Yeah.
being able to play with more than 5 characters was an awesome feature. Or more than 4, I mean. Was an awesome
Yeah,
feature.
8-player. Cause
So the fact that this one's also 8-player is awesome. One thing I noticed, though, was on the Wii U one, you go to play with 5 players, and all of a sudden most of the levels you can't play. And so now they're saying you can play with all of them, right?
every
So that's going to be good.
Every
That's what I'm
single-
excited for.
every single stage is capable of playing 8 players, which can be chaotic.
Right.
I'm excited.
I think something like if you think about 8 players, like a lot of times people think about 8-player Smash and they immediately jump from 4 to 8, and it's like, well, yeah, if you have 8, you need this like huge like Hyrule Temple or whatever style thing. But it's
Yeah.
like if you only have 5, you don't necessarily need that.
Yeah, that's really the plus side for our group of players, because there's really 6 of us that get together and play regularly, and so
Yeah.
that'll be a really nice feature, because 6 isn't like complete and utter chaos. It's more chaotic, but having all those stages open really does open up to us wanting to play more than 4. Whereas other times would be like, well, let's just trade off this time because we want to play these other stages.
Yeah.
Some other noticeable stuff. I don't know if we should save this for later. Luigi dies.
It's true.
He just frickin' dies. And I didn't catch this the first time I watched it, where they go back to Luigi, and it shows him trying to go back into his body, and he gets freaked out again, and they cut away. But I didn't notice he tried to get back into his body. So
Yeah, he did.
that was I missed that the first time, so that was
He
probably
like got scared to death while he was dead.
Luigi, courageous man. He's just the image. That poor guy. We also got new characters like Chrom, who was basically confirmed in Smash 4. They specifically were like, maybe next time.
Yeah, you'll get your chance another day.
Also, Dark Samus wasn't one I was expecting, but
I called it in a tweet. Just
I
gonna
think
say
it's
that.
pretty cool. I don't know, what game does Dark Samus originate from? Because it sounds like there might be 2 different...
Technically, all of the Metroid Prime games, like the boss of
Okay.
Metroid Prime is the Metroid Prime, and Dark Samus is like born from the Metroid Prime.
Okay.
Basically. She did like the humanoid like Dark Samus form didn't appear till the second one, but yeah, she's pretty much in all of them.
See, so that's different, because I just barely started playing Metroid games recently, and the first one I really got into was the Game Boy Advanced one. I forget what it's called.
Fusion?
Yes. And that's a different thing than Dark Samus, right?
Yeah, that's Samus X.
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. It looks completely different, so... yeah, so that's a cool addition. Kind of an Echo character, more of a choice.
Yeah. The reason I predicted Dark Samus is because they showed a lot of assist trophies, but they hadn't shown Dark Samus assist trophy, and with the addition of Echo Fighters, it was like, oh, that would be a good candidate, which they haven't shown Shadow assist trophy, just putting that out there.
Shadow.
That would be a good Echo Fighter.
They have shown... This is also in... I don't remember.
They also haven't shown Skull Kid.
They showed Knuckles. Knuckles is an assist trophy,
Yeah.
so he's not a character. Kind
That
of.
even adds to Shadow's case, because it's like
Yeah.
they replaced the
Why have
Sonic...
Knuckles and not...
Yeah.
So, that's pretty cool.
Still no Waluigi.
One phrase... yeah.
He is an assist trophy.
That's...
And
unless they throw us in for a big loop,
It's like,
I'm pretty sure he's not going to be in.
it's so funny. The first announcement, everyone is here. Show every single character returning. All right, assist trophies. Look, we're beating the heck out of Luigi. It's just like, look, you can beat up assist trophies now. They immediately deconfirm Luigi and hit him in the face. It's so funny. Second most important announcement. He's not in the game. We hit him.
Yeah.
I just thought they'd give in to pressure from the world of memes.
Sakurai, he's a pretty ironclad character. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not one to cave to audience.
He does take what people request and is most popular, but he knows Waluigi is a meme.
It's like Batman. It's
he's not an idiot. Yeah. I just thought it'd be hilarious if they were like, fine, here's Waluigi.
So there's a phrase that I missed the first time. They plan to release the design of every fighter before launch. That was something they said. I didn't realize that. I thought, I mean, there's still an option of DLC characters probably. I don't know. I don't know what that means. This phrase means for that, but I thought it was interesting. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I don't know. It caught my attention.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stages that are coming back, and a lot of new ones. One that I really am glad to come back is Great Bay. It's not the biggest stage, but I had some good memories on Melee with it.
Great Bay?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That stage is awesome.
Do you remember that one? Has the turtle that comes out of the water, and you're out in the water from the beach. It's from Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
But
which is weird because they showed the moon falling in that stage, but then the moon is an assist trophy.
Yeah, that's another thing.
And then if Skull Kid's in, he could do his final smash, which is the moon falling, and we could have 3 moons on our hand.
Oh, yeah.
Can I just say, a lot of these assist trophies look really hardcore.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, everybody dies in these things. So, there was one I took a note on. Let's see. Oh, God, there's some weird ones. Oh no, it was an item, the Ramblin' Evil Mushroom, which reverses somebody's controls, and I have a side note next to it that says, "This is going to get turned off," because pretty much you pick up a mushroom, throw it at somebody, it pops on their head, and then their controls are backwards.
Can you imagine? That'd be so hard to play. And then you don't know the moment it's going to turn off, so.
Yeah, so you're like, I'm finally used to this. Oh, controls are normal again.
Get them off stage with that thing on their head. They're probably gonna die.
Yeah.
It's great.
I guess one thing that I'm excited about that is probably helpful for competition is the fact that you can turn off the stage hazards.
Oh,
yeah. It's like they tried to cater sort of to competitive with the Final Destination form of every stage. Now they have that, and Battlefield form, and stage hazard toggle.
So
crazy.
That's another thing. If you don't include the alternate versions of these stages, the Final Destination and Battlefield, there's 103 stages, and there's over 300 with those.
Right.
That's a lot of stages. How many did Smash 4 have? Do you know?
They showed. Remember, they went whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I think Smash 4 after DLC had 62 or something.
It was...
But then it was whoosh, double.
Yeah.
Something I did here is that Amazon or someone posted a description of Smash Ultimate, and it said 108 stages. And there are some blank spaces on the screen that they showed, so there's probably some more to come.
I mean, and they weren't it seems like an oddly specific number, but they did say this is over this many. Same with the soundtracks. They're over how many? Over 800 tracks.
Yeah.
And then if you include menu music and all that, it's over 900, which is crazy too because that's over 28 hours of music straight.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's really cool.
But the even for casual play, the stage hazards are occasionally fun, but with certain ones, they're kind of ridiculous.
The Mega Man stage, the yellow devil boss that's just constantly ruining everything.
We always hated the Pokemon stages where the Pokemon,
the dark one with the passage underneath.
All different kinds of Pokemon just come and kill you.
Right.
Like the first Pokemon in 64, Smash 64. They have that doorway that opens and you just get destroyed by that bird. I'm not a Pokemon fan, so I don't know all the Pokemon. I'm sorry. I should be killed for that. But
Yeah.
Let's see here. I also like. We play on what's the one with Fox's ship?
Corneria.
Yeah, we play that one all the time. I don't know why. It's like, is that a common fan favorite?
Yeah, I think it is.
That was like the go-to on Melee. It was pretty much the only one we played on Melee.
Yeah, that was our competitive. Shiz gets real. Go to core. I don't know.
Corneria.
Yeah.
Corneria. Yeah, been playing how long and I don't know how to say that. But that one looks really cool. They kind of did a little remaster. They do remasters on all of them except for the 64 stages. But there was one that looked different. Which one was that? There was a 64 stage in their video that I
the
thought
Mushroom
looked
Kingdom
different.
one, maybe.
I think it might have been that one. That one has a lot of corrections to the art style. Because if you go back to the N64, that one looks really weird because it's supposed to be...
Colors are like
It's
wrong.
supposed to be Mario Bros. 1. Some sprites look completely different. The colors are all scowampus. So they fixed that. It looks more like Mario Bros. 1. Which is just funny to me. The music, you can listen in sleep mode.
Yay.
That's a plus for me.
yeah.
I really like soundtracks a lot. So I'm excited. I played a lot with this mode on Melee. Melee was the one when I was a kid I would just sit all by myself like some turd and just listen to all the soundtracks.
Library sound test.
Yeah. That was a lot of fun for me. I like that. What about some game modes? Do you want to... Are there any game modes that stick out to you that you want to talk about?
The... What's it called? Squad Strike is
Squad Strike.
really cool because it's almost two modes in one. Like, I heard people requesting two things. I heard people requesting, like, some sort of tag team mode where you, like... You know, you can play with, like, 4 or 5 stocks or lives, obviously whatever number you want, but that's, like, the most common, like, 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
But maybe you don't want to be the same character every time. It's like, what if you went in with, like, 3 different characters, you lost your first one, you came back. That's kind of how Subspace Emissary works in Brawl. And
Yeah.
I think Smash Run or, like, some other modes they've had in other Smash games. But, yeah, that's basically what this is you can pick 3 or 5 characters, and then once your first one dies, you come back with the next one. And then it can also be a team thing where you have 3 separate people or 5 separate people versus 3 or 5. And then once the first person dies, like the next person comes in.
Yeah, I think that's really cool. Like a cool spin on things. I don't know. It's just really neat. It's basically just 1 versus 1, and if you die, next player goes in.
Yeah.
So
Just kind of a twist on team playing.
yeah. I don't know. Do you see that ever being used in competitive? Do they do something
So
like
there's
that?
a thing called a crew battle in competitive Smash where
Okay.
that's basically the team type one where they would make... The way they would do it is, like, each person normally plays with however many stocks they have, like 4. And then, so your combined team has, like, 20 stocks.
Oh.
And then you send in your first person, and however... Like, if he takes 3 from this guy and then loses all his, you send in your next guy, and this guy starts with 1. He has 4. And then you just have to take 20 stocks from the other team, basically.
So this could be like a...
Like a crew battle mode.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I
Or
like that.
Yeah, it's like, either way you play this mode, it could work as, like, a side event.
Speaking of, like, more competitive, like, or party, could it be either, but tourney mode? Tourney mode, they've already had a...
They had that in Melee.
Yeah, was it in Brawl or 4?
Not sure. I don't remember.
It's cool, though, because you can put in 32 different people, so if you have, like, a big gathering, you can have an official Smash Bros. Run tournament, where 4 people go up against, and then whoever the winner is goes on. Next 4 people, winner, and then those 4 people...
That's how tournaments
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
You
Well-
can have 4... You can have 4 per battle or 2.
Oh.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And that's really good for more sort of like a competitive casual kind of a thing.
Mhm.
Like if you
Right.
if you have like some party and you're like, right guys, let's see who's the best person here, and you can just set whatever rules you want.
Settle all your differences.
For like
in
official
Smash.
tournaments, obviously it's not gonna take seeding into account unless you could like literally pick and choose who goes where, maybe. But I don't think that's how it works.
Yeah.
Okay. And then their new training mode. This was pretty interesting for me. They have a level that has like a grid on the wall, and you can basically measure yourself on like how far smash attacks will launch people at certain percentages, and they have like the trajectories all mapped out on the wall when you perform attacks and stuff. So I don't know if that would affect the competitive game at all.
Yeah, I think people will get use out of it. I don't know.
It all depends, really, because, I mean, people are going to keep playing Melee, of course. So, I mean, in that case, it's going to be different. It's not going to help them out in Melee all that much.
Yeah,
but
well,
if
I
they
mean,
play...
there's going to be just as big of a scene, if not bigger, for Ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Melee will still, like, exist, and then Ultimate will be its... Like, there's currently, like, a big Smash 4 scene, and then, like, a big Melee scene. So all those people pretty much move on. New people will move on to Ultimate.
Yeah.
Some Melee people will probably pick up Ultimate. Some people who are newly introduced to Smash Ultimate will learn about Melee and start playing that. That's just...
Kind of a big building thing.
Yeah. People are like, Melee's gonna die, and it's like, it's gonna get bigger.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm not really much of a watcher of competitive Smash, but it kind of makes me want to get into it. Having all this new stuff. But, kind of on the end of my little sum up of the Direct, there's some interesting items, and I didn't write down any Pokemon, because again, I'm not much of a Pokemon guy. But there were some interesting ones. There's one that like teleports players across the stage.
Yeah.
There's one, the frickin' palm tree one that was mocked a while back. I forget what it's called, but it like divides the stage in half.
Alolan Executor.
Are items ever a part of competitive play?
Only on like very rare side events.
Okay.
Yeah. Like there's an event called Super Smash Con, and they'll have like a bunch of sillier sort of side events where they play on like whatever stage with items.
I like items. I kind of feel like being able to get and use items can be a skill you grow. And
yeah, it's not like competitive Smash players are like, oh, this game should just be completely made without items. It's just, there's people that like do this for their living, and you don't want to like lose Evo, like the biggest fighting championship there is, because your opponent had like a legendary Pokemon spawn right next to them. Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
yeah. It's like, I'm about to win Evo, and then like, oh, he got like
Lucky.
Moltres or something. That's lame.
Yeah.
Let's see. The Death Scythe is pretty... Death's Scythe. It's his scythe. Death. This one seemed pretty interesting. I was kind of confused at the description they gave, because it's like instant KO for people badly damaged, and like, isn't a smash attack that? Or is it like they're at a certain percentage and they're gonna die no matter what?
Yeah, like they just explode. It's like they get to
Whereas a
zero
smash attack they
stamina.
could recover, but it would be freaking insane because of the launch distance.
And
I
who
guess
knows
that
what
makes
high
sense.
percent means. It could mean like 60.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It could mean 150. I don't know.
Yeah. And if you're up that high, it's already a KO pretty much.
Mhm.
It's hard to recover from that.
We'll have to just wait and see.
Yeah. I'm excited. Also, the moon again. That's freaking insane.
The moon scene is so weird to me. They have like 4 people playing and like Shovel Knight's running around, and then the moon comes in and blows everyone up, and only Shovel Knight is still there. It's like, who picked up the assist trophy? Did they die too?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
What the heck?
I swear it's like secretly Skull Kid's final smash, and they just passed it off as an assist trophy. Like, I don't get it. It's the
What?
weirdest scene ever to me.
Do you think there's any way that could be for Skull Kid? They're just throwing us for a loop. Do you think they would do that?
Maybe. It's just so weird.
They drop-
Why does everyone die and no one's left?
They drop so many hints in in
they
these
do.
things. So like, which is it? And then Monster Hunter bosses, that could be annoying, but it's cool. But yeah, they're trophies and bosses. Do they just appear in their stage then?
That's the thing. Is
You're just like playing.
They didn't say here's this Monster Hunter stage. that
See,
the
it
boss
could be
appears in."
for a story mode.
Yeah,
then.
they just said he appears as a boss, and then they said Dracula on the Castlevania stage.
Yeah.
They
Like
said he appears as a boss.
this is either this.
It's not the Castlevania stage he appears on. If you pay
Oh,
attention,
really?
It is a different stage. It's like a story mode with bosses or something.
Oh, they
hope
could
so.
have a boss rush. They need to announce like Mega Man bosses then.
I want to see Eggman. I don't think
Dude.
it'll happen, but it would be
Dude,
so
an
cool.
Eggman boss
It would
in
be
Smash
so
Brothers.
It's perfect. That's how like Eggman works in Sonic games. You like run around and he's just like up here
Doing his
doing
thing.
whatever, and you hit him whenever you can. That's
That's
how
how.
Smash is.
That's exactly how
It's like
it is.
Master Hands up here, and you just hit him whenever you can.
God, that'd be so much fun. Oh man. And then, do you have something?
No.
Okay. Then, King K. Rool is in Smash. I think everybody kind of saw this coming, but
It was like, this is what Nintendo needs to do, but will they actually do it? They gave us Ridley. Will they give us K. Rool? And they did.
it almost seems like too much, and then it just keeps coming, and you're like, why? When is it gonna stop?
Yeah.
This is so much. I can't believe it. So.
I don't know what to think of the current state now, because they gave Ridley, and it was like, that was mind-blowing. We don't ask for anything else. And then we're like, well, they gave us Ridley.
They gave us
What they give us?
Well,
They give us K. Rool now.
here's the issue: is they keep giving us more, and so people are now expecting it,
Yeah. That's
which
like,
could be open disappointment later on. But
it's really weird, because
Nah.
personally, I didn't want Isabelle too much. Now that I've seen her, she's like cooler than Villager is.
oh yeah,
But the only reason I
Sure.
didn't want her is just because I wanted someone else instead. But I'm fine. I know there's plenty
I
of
wanted the
people.
mayor.
That would be hilarious. What if, you know how villagers' different costumes are just like different villagers? What if hers are just like different NPCs from Animal Crossing?
Frick,
That would be so cool.
I feel like, because I feel like
that would be awesome.
that Tom Nook would have been more epic to have than
Oh,
Isabelle.
you know how much
He's
of a
working on-
target
he's
you would
working
be
on the
if you
town.
played as Tom. You're like, oh frick, it's Tom to kill him.
Yeah. But no, like, I'm happy to let people who wanted Isabelle have their character. That's fine, as long as we still get some more.
I
And, like,
didn't-
He said there's not gonna be too many new characters, and then he drops like 5 on us.
For reals, what is up with that?
It's like,
That's
don't
what I've-
expect new characters because we're putting all the old ones back in.
Yeah.
And then they're just like,
And people are like getting all speculative because they've released like this Nintendo Switch, or it's like the Ultimate Deluxe Edition or something. And it has like box art, and there's only like room for 2 more fighters. But they could change it. It's like
they've
not
been
official. and-
changing it this whole time.
Yeah. Why would they Why would they give us 5 characters immediately if they're only going to give us like 1 right at the end? That's really front heavy.
I really think they're
Yeah.
just throwing us for a big loop. Just
Yeah.
like,
So it's weird because Sakurai has already given me Ridley, King K. Rool, Simon Belmont. Like, that's insane to me. But like, I also really want like Skull Kid and Gino. So we'll see.
Skull Kid is really interesting because I didn't know what I wanted. Like, Isabelle's like the character I didn't know I wanted. She showed up and I was like, oh hey, cool, Isabelle's in here. But like, I didn't even know Skull Kid was being pushed until I started seeing on Smash Bros. Reddit. I was like, what? What the frick?
Yeah.
I would
Skull
have preferred
Kid.
Goldie.
Goldie's just old news, okay? Move on. Shih Tzus are in. So yeah, I don't know. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
Is there anything else you want to just like enlighten us about?
So this Ultimate game is kind of interesting because all the ones up before this, it was like, okay, this is the brand new Smash game we're giving you, and like every game changed like quite a bit between each one, and then Ultimate is almost like, even in the title, it's like, no, we kind of have like an established Smash formula, and we want to take the best of every one and just like make the ultimate Smash game. So they brought back like directional air dodges, which is what Melee has. They made all the characters faster. They even like sped up how fast you fly. You fly super fast and then you just stop. It's like kind of strange, but I guess it speeds up the fight as a whole. So to say they're not thinking of like the mechanics in like a competitive way is just wrong. Like clearly they're trying to think of how to speed up the fights and make them competitive. They made like one-on-one fights. You take more percent.
They want this game to be successful in the competitive scene. It would be dumb if they didn't cater towards that.
But clearly they're making a bunch of fun modes like Squad Strike, just like the stage morph, like all the different things they're doing. Cool. It's just a game, like the ultimate Smash game for everyone.
Yeah. I'm so excited. Can't wait for December 7th.
Well.
Yeah.
Like, their name couldn't be any more perfect.
Yes.
All right. Well, is there anything else?
I think that's it.
Cool.
I hope we get Gino.
Here's crossing our fingers. We will see you guys next time.
Bye.